Hello everybody, welcome back to StarCraft 2. It's the Homestory Cup 25. We have ForJumy going up against CuKu for Red Pack, which sounds a little bit like Red Bloods, although if you remember that team, that's some OG stuff, guys. We have another PvT for the books, and these are, for most people, slightly lesser known players. And if you, for example, look at CuKu, most of the matches that he plays are just in those Roddy tournaments. You get the Basilisk Brain Bout, get the Roddy Weekly stuff. And he's been playing a lot of those. I think he was part of Team Roddy for a bit as well. The other side, of course, ForJumy, which is a German Protoss that we saw at the last Homestory Cup as well. And honestly, he's getting pretty good. Both of these guys just in their early 20s. So they've got some time to go, you know. They can still play a lot of StarCraft before they introduce responsibilities into their lives. Nice little Reaper wall here on site Delta. It's kind of a cute wall on this map specifically because of this corridor. If you walk in with a Stalker, you can actually trap the Reaper there. It doesn't happen super often, but it's possible. And that's the important part. It's possible. Now, CuKu does get a nice little scout. Sees that the Nexus is going down. Sees where the second pylon is. Nothing crazy. Let's look at the side of CuKu. Only one gas. Going for a reactor before a unit, so we could see double Reaper here, could see double Marine. We do have a command center coming up, and we have double Marine going into a factory any moment now. So interesting to see what Yumi's going to do with the fast factories. You can just going to get some Cyclones and a Starport and do a push. Maybe the cat's here. Or is he going to go into double racks with a medevac, maybe triple racks with quick medevacs? Or, I don't know, if you get a quick factory, maybe you get a couple tanks, you do a little push, you prepare for the Blink Stalkers. You do a lot. Twilight Council going down for Yumi here. For Yumi. So we're just gonna call him Yumi, goddamn. So probably gonna see a couple Stalkers here and try and keep map control with those Stalkers. Not take too much damage against whatever CuKu does, which looks to be a early starport, perhaps with a drop. We even get a Hellion here. I like the Hellion because we don't have any Reapers, so we can send that Hellion across and get a little bit of scouting information. Do have one gateway at the front, could get a second one to really block things in. We have a Robo coming up, and no tech just decided on the Twilight, so Yumi here really prioritizing getting that Robo out. Oh, and he goes for a charge. Interesting. So no blink. That is honestly a little confusing, because you don't see it this often, but perhaps he's just going for a Chargelot all in. He's just going to be mining more minerals, sending over a Warp Prism, and just warp in Charge Zealots. Because he's not mining that much gas. And he's making a bunch of gateways. Now we have the Robo here. We do get a Stalker. We have the Warp Prism. Charge is underway. This Hellion is... Oh, it doesn't get in. Nice warp in there from Yumi. Warps in the Zealot might be a little suspicious, but honestly, it denied a scout, so it's not that suspicious. But you'd expect a Stalker. But it could be that you don't have gas, so... Honestly, if I'm CuKu, I'm not like 100% getting all in here. We do have a Banshee with Cloak being upgraded, a factory in the back. A tank can be really nice if the Zealots are not able to get on top of it. Which, I mean, with a Warp Prism, that is a tall order. We are mining a little bit more gas now for Yumi here. And he's putting a pylon down for some scouting. He could even go into a third base from here. I think this might just be a little bit of light pressure, because looking at the gateway counts, only 4 gates. There's a bunch of Marines in the main base. Does CuKu see this? He does see it. Zealots are coming out. This is 8 Zealots, and they have charged. They are getting on top of the Marines. Oh, that's very painful. Oh, nice mineral walk there on the SCVs. Taking a lot of damage there. Oh, nice hold position, Micro. The Zealot gets stuck as well. And CuKu does lose the 1 siege tank. Loses a couple more Marines against ForJumy's drop there again. But that doesn't seem like game-ending damage. But the tank does die. A bunch of Marines do die. Let's see what the damage... 9 Marines? 7 SCVs? 4 Zealots died for that. I mean, you're glad you're alive, but... Oh, this Banshee got 7 kills, though. Let's go, CuKu. Let's go, CuKu. He went into that mineral line. No battery over there. And managed to do a bunch of damage with this cloaked Banshee. So counter damage has been done. Respect gained. Mission completed. And once he regains a little bit of energy, he might go, ah, shit. Here we go again. Zealots in the natural. Making the streets unsafe for these SCVs. Another cloaked Banshee in the natural. An uncloaked Banshee in the main. CuKu being very annoying. Doesn't seem to have all the APM to deal with both harassing and being harassed. But now the double Banshee, they can go back in and one-shot all of these units. We have a Fortunate Gateway coming out as well. More Zealots being added on here for Yumi at the front. These Banshees doing a lot of damage. Can't be recalled back to the natural, though. They might go down to these Stalkers and this Observer. Although there is no blink, we do get a pretty fast storm on this Templar Archive. Zealots again running on in, getting dropped on top of the tank. The tank does go down. And... Wait, what? There's only one... I guess there was no tank that went down. My brain said there was a tank, boys. But apparently there was no tank, because there's only been one tank dying. Or the thing is lying to me. Third base underway. For Yumi? I mean, it's already done. What am I saying? These Templar already chilling. Very nice. Getting these Templar early, so they have a lot of juice and energy, so they can storm your opponents to death. We have +1 coming in. Nice SimCity here for CuKu as well, in case that ForJumy wants to throw in more Charge Zealots. These Zealots have becoming real popular. Only 5 gateways as well. 2 more underway. We have armor now underway, and this Banshee can do a lot of damage. Just shift-click these proby boys. I think the Banshees... Oh, not hold position. Just clicking more probes. Look at that. 9 more probes. And CuKu's keeping himself in the game. No third CC. Even a bunker here from CuKu being really defensive. I guess he sees that no gases in the third, but there are gases in the natural while transition is coming in. Another Banshee with value. 8 kills on the Banshee. 9 kills on the Banshee. Dude, these Banshees. Old 111 PVT stuff. Puma, where are you at? He's doing the damage, dude. 9 kills on this Banshee, and I think 9 on this one as well. These Banshees are literally keeping CuKu in this game. More probes have to be built here. Or Yumi. This is a nice pack of Marines you got there, boy. 36 Marines. Third base now finally started. We have some medevacs underway. And those are sights for sore eyes. And all of these Marines' eyes are pretty sore. So they heckin' love seeing some medevacs coming in. Oh my god, this Banshee. Dude, 1 health Banshee. Still keeping Yumi at home. Or at least some of the Stalkers. And I would love to see CuKu move out right now, but... Oh, what? Dude, Yumi actually made Archons out of his High Templar that had Storm. Oh no, never mind. Oh my god. I thought he used all of his Templar, but he didn't. He still has the Stormers. I was like, wow, what did CuKu do to warrant that response? But instead, the Templar just kind of moved. The Banshees are still alive somehow, some way. This War Prism looking for a chance to go into the main and do some damage. These Marines, though, are trained and ready to get some confirmed kills on those Zealots. The Zealots is going to the middle of the map to make sure that he knows when the move out is coming, but the double Banshee's going in first, so it's probably going to get taken out right away. We do see a nice cloak. Is there an observer? There is an observer here. And CuKu now takes this opportunity to double drop in the main. Thinks better of it. Sees what's here. He's like, nah, that's not going to do anything. Yumi is set up pretty well to defend drops right now. He has the Zealot in front. He knows that the rest of the army hasn't left yet. Ghosts have been added on here. So EMPs are in play, and of course, Zealots do have 50 shields, so 1/3 of their health can be made to disappear right away. It's also pretty good against High Templar, if you, as you can imagine, most likely. Almost 1-1 here for CuKu, but +2 armor is about to finish up for Yumi as well. And both players are seemingly in a pretty nice spot, like comfortable. You see concussive grenades for the Marauders as well. And look at that. Yumi goes in with the drop. Warps in a bunch of those zomboids. But the Marauders... Oh, nice positioning on the Marauders. Look at that. Not giving any extra surface area than necessary. Would like to see one Viking here, just to make sure that this doesn't happen again. Just a Viking. We do have the double drop here, waiting for any unsuspecting unit to walk up this ramp. No fourth base as well. CuKu is making sure of that, and I love that. He's just controlling right now. Is what am I an interesting position on the Widow Mines? Just controlling paths, and I like that. Random Widow Mines. Doesn't have drilling claws though, so that makes them a whole lot worse. And oh my god, the Zealots came back into the main with a vengeance. 10 SEVs have gone down. And oh, CuKu is running on into the natural. Doesn't quite know what to target here. And just target one Archon. So I guess he did know what to target. And this medevac 7 HP. It's getting away. Oh, it gets stormed. The storm misses. Not using Flyer Helper. That is for sure. Luckily, we are pro gamers over here. And we use that Flyer Helper. So if you storm on the circle, you actually hit them. You don't storm on the medevacs, guys. You don't storm here, you storm here. Oh, and Yumi is moving out here. Widow Mines, boom, bada boom, bada bomb. Bingo bongo. It's all like Donkey Kong, and for Yumi gets half of his army stormed. We do have that one War Prism with Templars in it. I mean, EMP'd, of course. And these Archons eat a bunch of EMPs. The Archons can die very fast, but these Templars are making sure that it's very hard for CuKu to move into this ramp. His army gets split up. It's completely red, slightly overstimmed, but also just completely annihilated by continuous rains, hailstorms of those High Templar. And CuKu has to tag out there. Doesn't get enough counter-aggression going whilst defending his own third. Yumi, with the just pure Chargelot harass there, is actually pretty cool. So he takes game number 1. And after that first game, Yumi is now leading the pack 1-0. And for the second game, we are here on Crimson Court, which is a pretty less than standard map, which I honestly think is a cool map. Because you can do a lot of cool strategies here and catch your opponent off guard. Little hiccup, sorry. Let's see if CuKu can cook anything up here for us on Crimson Court. Breaks does go down. Annoying little probe comes in for the harassment right away. Can we just agree not to do this every game? As a Terran player, I'm not a Terran player, but when I play Terran, I'm like, these goddamn Protoss players, get the hell off my SEV, bro. Like, you're obviously not gonna kill it, and you're just being annoying. And that's why they do it, because it's annoying. Now what you should also do is like the video and subscribe to the channel. If you enjoy my casting, obviously, and you want to see some more in the future. I appreciate you watching already. And, you know, share it with a friend or whatever you feel is worth it. Yumi going for that Nexus, rallying the next probe, actually cancels the probe and makes a Nexus so that he can then make another probe. I assume. Oh, goes for a pylon even. Now, we do have a Reaper from CuKu this time around with the double cast behind. So, a little different opener here from the CuKu. And Yumi probably privy to the fact that it's a Reaper, because nothing came out of that Rax in a timely manner. Marines obviously make faster. Oh my god! The sneaky ninja probe gets into the main even, sees the factory, attacks the SCV right away, making sure that CuKu knows that he knows. Even snipes the SCV. Oh my god, what an asshole probe, dude. Trying to go for a second, almost a serial killer probe. Now, nobody's surprised, because these probes are psychotic and assholes. But still, that's really frustrating. Early shield battery coming in here for Yumi. Doesn't want to deal with any Reaper. Maybe even like a Hellion drop. The shield battery is pretty nice. It's also pretty good against the Banshees later on, but right now it's mainly to cover from a Reaper that just goes across the map and YOLOs it. Just chrono boosting his probes right now. We're getting a Twilight console again. I would be surprised if we see the charge build again. We do see a third base, and it has been seen by Yumi. So what is he going to do about it? We see Starport coming out for CuKu once again, and multiple Reapers and Hellions. That is kind of cool. This battery, that's it, shield battery, might just pay off dividends. None in the natural, though. And this is a pretty highly mobile harassment force from CuKu. But Yumi walking outside of his base with these adepts, shades back but walks forward, and that way keeps CuKu's units at bay. And we're going to see some Reaper grenade action here, making sure that these units can't wall them out. But actually, the Hellions are getting targeted down here by Yumi. Pretty nice targeting. Oh, that Reaper does stay alive. The Hellion now does get targeted down. And these Reapers might be able to kill this Stalker, but we could lose one Reaper for that. Oh, the Stalker does walk in, does get the target on that Reaper, and the two remaining Reapers do get out. Let's check on back. We see a Raven this time around. No Banshee. We do see another Siege tank, and we do have Blink this time around. With a Robo in the front, CuKu is privy to that. Oh my god, he finds the third base right away. Gets a little nice probe kill for his troubles, and these Reapers probably not going to get out, or not both of them, since the one was so red already. The Observer's being chronoed out, and we are getting a couple Stalkers moving across the map. Whilst Blink is almost finished, the Reaper does see them moving in. Now, CuKu has never seen the Twilight, but with this amount of Stalkers, you can kind of presume. And also, look at the range on this main base. It's pretty massive. Oh, the Reaper's actually moving out. Blink is completed. The Observer is coming. We have a Raven here going to put down a cheeky auto turret. Two more Stalkers walk by the Reaper. Oh my god, this tank is going to get insta-bopped, insta-sniped. Oh, but he gets the first shot. That is important. We have an auto turret here as well. Doesn't get any kills, I presume. Let's check at the Raven. It gets one kill. This Reaper gets another kill for its troubles. And this tank actually lives. The Observer gets killed. Oh, okay, so CuKu all of a sudden gets a pretty nice defensive setup. Oh, the Reaper being very annoying. Another auto turret can be dropped. These probes don't know what they have to do. Where do I have to be, Mr. Manager? I am confused. A third siege tank even here for CuKu. He's very ready to defend against any type of ground attack from Yumi right now. And we have Stim and Combat Shields in our way. These buildings kind of walling that in, pushing it to the back, making sure that Stalkers that stand here don't have the easiest time of targeting down those add-ons. Now Banshee is coming in. Wow, the golden minerals are being taken down here by Yumi already. And the Banshee sees that probe, does not deliver his golden mineral. The Holy Grail was not delivered and now lost forever. More gateways being added on here by Yumi. 5 more on top of the 3 already completed. I don't know. I'll wait for them to finish. It's a little confusing sometimes. That's gonna be 8 gates, okay. This tank? Only one tank has a kill. But these stalkers seem battered and bruised. But they are doing their job. They are keeping CuKu in his base. He is being slightly annoying with Banshee and Raven harassment. Is the Raven dead? No, it's not. It's just out and about. Or it's in the natural, rather. So we saw a little bit of harassment now. Wow, Yuumi changing gears completely. Or rather, he's just mining out both sides. I guess it can be very annoying if 3 tanks land there. And CuKu starts leapfrogging towards you. We do have another of those charge drops, but it's a little later in the game this time around. Let's see if it actually does anything. Oh my god. I don't believe it. CuKu, the moment he moves out... Okay. The War Prism is already ready, so it's not that bad. Oh, second pack of Marines comes in. The Blink has already been expended on these Stalkers, and they die completely for free. Now, we do have a little bit of a reinforcements pack coming in here. Oh, Yuumi doesn't believe that he can complete the Warpin and does not do that. Just dropping this one Marine, but in the meanwhile, we do have a pretty gnarly attack coming in from CuKu. 3 tanks and a bunch of Widowmines protecting in the back, anchoring this big Marine force. Couple Marauders as well. We do have the nuclear battery here, but it gets clicked down by CuKu. Nice job. The Sentry Guardian shield is gone as well, and now all that remains is one Warpin of Zealots. And wow, dude, these tanks just shelling down the Protoss army. Oh, Zealots from the back. That's pretty nice. A Disruptor comes in, gets a decent shot, gets a Widowmine. Gets a lot of damage on the siege tanks, but I don't think there's any more units left, and the meat grinder has been established. The probes are trying to get out, but they just can't. 13 probes go down. Zealots are warped in, but purely sacrificial. There's even a Banshee there in hold position, and Yuumi kind of got picked apart there here in game number 2. Some Zealots in the main also, but CuKu is just ready. On his 2 base even. I thought he made a 3rd. Am I just crazy? He 100% made a 3rd, or he planned to make one. We saw him think about it, but I don't see it anywhere, so it either got killed, or he cancelled it. I don't know. He tricked me. He tricked Yuumi. Yeah, Yuumi saw a 3rd here with the Shade. I guess it was cancelled. Oh. Oh, CuKu. A little tricky bugger thing in game number 2. Now, I'm all sweaty because it's just too goddamn hot in my place of residence right now, or in Europe. But these guys are sweaty because they are tryhards, alright. They want to win this game number 3 and win this series. So they are going to try their darndest. Be the sweatiest nerds they can be. And we are going to watch it for our personal enjoyment. CuKu, what's the plan, buddy? Took a pretty nice dub there on game number 2. He had a lot of units. Like, he had a lot of units. And Yuumi, that's a pretty tough one. Because you feel like you kept CuKu at bay long enough. Didn't take too much damage from the Banshees. Especially compared to game 1. The Reaper sure was a little annoying, but you helped the Reaper Hellion as well. You saw a 3rd base, and you played accordingly. But in the end, CuKu just had a really strong push, and Yuumi just barely wasn't able to hold on. What is this SCV doing? Is this a PF rush? He has money for a CC, boys. I don't think it's going to be a PF rush, but it would be really cool. 2 SCVs are coming out here. And I'm guessing this is just for a follow-up scout. SCV ready to become, or to build a CC. I guess a CC, or workers that aren't Zerg don't become their building, huh? No Zealot coming out from Yuumi. Doesn't think the Gerald style is good. And And of course the Max Packs opener has kind of been defunct for a bit now. Or at least I haven't seen it a lot. Marine comes out, goes to the wrong side. So doesn't really get all the damage that he wants, but Yumi doesn't quite get the space to scoot by, so the Marine, I guess, went to the right side, literally. And picks up the probe. We see a reactor coming down and a second gas, so soon TM we will have a we already have a factory. What the hell? Oh my god. Factory was being built near Yumi's main and got scouted by the Adept, going for a little Clem move here. And if you get that factory in the main, build a couple Widow Mines, or nowadays it's probably Hellions, because Widow Mines, even with an armory, don't cloak. You can get quite a bit of damage, if you have like 2, maybe 3 Hellions, just run in, zoom. Just fire breath all over their face. A bunker did lose its SCV. We have 1 Marine here. CuKu playing a little light on the units there. Has a late factory as well. And now is being bullied around by this 1 Adept. This Adept might get a couple more pickups on these SCVs. Look at all these SCVs being pulled away. The Shade comes in as well. And it's only 3 Marines. 1 Marine does get clicked down, and the Adept is here in the corner and does accept his death. No instant recall available for him. Now we do have Charge once again coming up here with a Robo and 3 gateways from Yumi. Are these Adepts in the front? They're just being so annoying. How many SCVs have we lost? 2 of them only. And now the Marines come in. Oh, 2 of them are 1 HP, and the Shades do not finish. These Marines are ready for retirement. They're ready for a Purple Heart. Only 1 health. And one of them does get targeted down by these Adepts. The other one does survive. They've seen some stuff. Now, third base does go down for Yumi, and we see a double starport here for CuKu. Okay, what are you cooking? What is this? What are we gonna see here? Is this like double Viking? This 1 SCV has ADHD. Oh my god, he cancels it. Maybe it was a mistake. Maybe he thought he hadn't started it. So we see 1 starport only. Second barracks coming out. Maybe some nerfs here from CuKu. And the War Prism with the charge slots is underway once again here for Yumi. Wouldn't be surprised to see a fort go down shortly to start the +1 armor, whilst probing the 3rd up behind it. And even starts a Templar Archives as well. Wants to go into Storm goddamn fast. And we do get 1 observer out of this Robo. Wouldn't be surprised if we see like 1 or 2 more just to get that map coverage. And maybe only then we see an Immortal. Depending on what CuKu shows as well. Do see a Liberator coming out of CuKu pretty darn early. And the 5 Marines meet those 4 beastly Zealots once again. Those are some tanky boys, and the tanks, once again, try to deal with it. Now we have 2 tanks instead of 1. So they dealt with the Zealots a little better. We did see a couple Marines fall here, and 2 Zealots went down. I want to say the CuKu defended that slightly better than in the previous game, or in game number 1. But Yumi's still sitting pretty here. Pretty relaxed. 50 probes to 30 SCVs. The dream. A Liberator does go out. Is he going to start hunting this War Prism? That's kind of interesting. What's the CuKu plan? We don't have +1. We have another tank. This might just be a push. Pull a couple SCVs and go. Oh my god, this Observer! He sees it right away! Are you kidding me? Wow, Yumi even shows that he knows. Oh my god, CuKu is walking on out. We see the double shield battery being started up for Yumi. If he plans to pull probes, he can even pull some from the main. Storm is almost done. We do not get a chrono on that. Love to see a chrono on the Storm. And how many gateways? We have 3 already, 2 more finishing up. We are about to have 7 gates. The High Templar are ready. They have Storm. The Marines are coming in. 4 tanks, not sieged up. These Marines, oh my god, they are getting blanketed. No stim, no combat shields, and the tanks already eating storms and now eating a lot of shots from this Immortal as well. Still some SCVs starting to repair up this siege tank, and only a couple Marines remain. Even the siege tank doing some friendly fire. And Yumi, I mean, after that, Sneaky Observer just scouted this right away. Poor CuKu. It just couldn't make it happen. The Liberator does get 8 kills, but he needed a game-winning fight instead of just a couple probes. And the 4 tanks, slightly too clumped up, caught a storm, couple mortal shots, even a couple stalker shots meant, oh my god, look at this. Look at, oh. Oh. This poor fella. Oh, he's over here. I mean, what you expect from Yumi, right? Like, he was in a nice position. He sees the push coming. He has the batteries ready. His army is in position. And he takes down CuKu in this best of 3 with a 2-1. And those Chargelot drops. I'm starting to be a believer. Chargelot drop into Rushing Storm? Looks pretty good to me. Now, guys, I hope you enjoyed that. Be sure you like and subscribe and all that good jazz. I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.